Christians and my brother here who asked me to explain Genesis 6:4. And I believe it's because he thinks there might be some inconsistency with a post that I made. Either way, it's a good question and I appreciate it. Here is what Genesis 6:4 says, and I'll read. There were giants on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God came in to the daughters of men, and they bore children to them. Those were the mighty men who were of old, men of renown. A lot has been made over this issue of the word giants. And the idea is that these giants were somehow, angels. Somehow this got translated into angels who slept with women. That is not what giants here is, as I've communicated in other posts, in a recent post, today actually. Giant here refers to a tyrannical men, bullying men. Nephil or Nephilim comes from the Hebrew word Nephil, which means he fell. These were apostate men who were not religious or spiritual men. They were wild men, but great in the sense of their status in terms of being bullies. They were tyrannical men. I don't know how else to put it. That's what the word means. They were bullied. They were tyrannical. They weren't led by God, but they were more driven by their personal ambition. When it says here that they were men of renown, it's talking about these were men that even boasted about their exploits. This is not what people think it is. These giants here are the equivalent of what we would call like powerful people today who abuse people in society, who exploit them. That is what this is meant by giants. Powerful people who use their power to exploit the weakness of others. That's all it is. Go do a study on this. The angelic idea of it starts with Justin Martyr and a few other really old time gospel people who were solid in and of themselves. But here they got it wrong, and the majority of Christian interpretation will make it very clear in terms of their understanding of this. This is not angels. They're not dinosaurs. They're men.